Well, we're at the Yahoo Falls.
We're here.
Got a nice little area here. They got a restroom, powered by solar power. Got a recycling center, little bear-proof garbage cans. We're gonna take off and go to Yahoo Falls and Yahoo Arch. See what we can find. KR4 Golf Whiskey Delta in the Yahoo. Long before there was a Yahoo Golf Lights.
Here we go.
Yahoo Falls Trailhead, Yahoo Arch Trail, 3/4 of a mile.
You are here.
1.616 miles Forest Service Trailhead. Moderately difficult.
Falls Arch.
Doogie. You know what Clyde said this morning?
Clyde say this morning.
People that are moderately plump live longer than little skinny people that hike and run all the time.
Got the statistics backwards.
No, wouldn't tell Clyde that. I believe this area down in here's where Randy was back in the spring and couldn't go fishing because he was fighting a fire.
It's on my video. Randy what?
I believe this is where Randy was fighting fires this spring. They've had some down in here. Get down in here and it's easy enough. Might come back with the radio pack set up. Nice wide trail so far.
Open Arch. Pretty neat app. So if we're going in the right direction. On my phone and on my watch.
Some old broken down timber in here. Right there's a little.
That's a poplar. That one I'm gonna come back and get. He's split.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad they didn't cut him down whenever that other one's up.
Didn't have a chainsaw license.
Huh?
He didn't have a chainsaw license. Got here a little overlook.
Googly eyes on the
On what?
on the dude.
What dude?
The dude right there that's says be careful of the edge.
Somebody's dog's down there.
Hopefully they're with it.
Huh?
Hopefully they're with it. The googly eyes. Let's put googly eyes on him.
Looks like we're on top of the falls. Hmm.
Down there.
What?
Step back. Thank you.
Why?
Because my aquaphobia just kicked in.
What's that?
Deer heights.
Is that the arch or the falls?
The ball.
Nah, I don't reckon. Got a bunch of them at the farm.
Runs?
Oh yeah.
Does your mom know?
Hmm.
Does your mom know?
I don't know. We used to go out there and get them for her. Did they cut it off up there? Up above you?
I don't know. Stupid GoPro. Today. Around it up there.
Huh?
We're gonna climb. It's falling up there. Is that slit to walk around?
Yeah. About run out of water. Any minnows in there, they better get out. Supposed to rain about 1.5 inches next week. Uphill both ways. Well, here we are. Well, here we are on top of the arch. You can see right there's a hole. Goes down in there and goes through to the other side. Looks like a big piece of rock. It just broke off there. Big old tall thing up there. I sure hate to fall off of that. We're up here at the Yahoo Falls Arch. Well, we're here now. The Yahoo Falls Arch. Right here in McCray County. I think Leanne's going to have us conquer McCray County by the time we get done hiking in it. KR4 Golf Whiskey Delta. Out in the woods. Well, here we are on top of the arch. You can see right there's a hole. Goes down in there and goes through to the other side. Looks like a big piece of rock. It just broke off there. Fell over. Another kind of hole there. There's Leanne. Standing there staring. Thumb up in there looking to hitchhike a ride back to the truck.
I'm good.
Enjoying getting outdoors. We'll have to bring our ham rig with us in a couple of days and set up. Lamb won't let me ham and hike. Just hiking along here in the woods. Burning fat. Getting skinnier. You know what Clyde said about walking? He said the first 30 minutes is you exercise and everything after that's a waste. All right, here we are. Where we at? Yahoo Falls. Yahoo Baloo.
Get in here.
Yahoo! Look down, what a holler. Whoo! Coming off of here. I'd say it's cool under this cliff line, but we done warmed up from this 2.5 miles of hiking we done. For more than that, or ever how long we went up and down hills and hollers. KR4 Golf Whiskey Delta. Well, that right there is it. That's the Yahoo Falls. That's what we come down here to see. They ain't had no rain, ain't no water coming off of it to amount to much. Supposed to get about 1.5 inches next week, maybe 2 inches. Bet you should be running then. KR4 Golf Whiskey Delta at Yahoo Falls, Dandy Boone National Forest, the Big South Fork Recreation Area. Uh-oh. I had my camera off.
I don't even know what I got the last trip.
I ain't had time to go through it either.
It was on, and then I turned it off. It still said it was on, but then the timer wasn't counting. I had to take the battery out of it to get to reset.
For what it's worth, Jerry, these steel stairs ain't went away.
Huh? What up? What?
Jerry's telling me about these steel stairs, church. Sorry.
No, you're good. Come on up. Yeah. We got a little area here.
Sorry, I ain't the biggest turd to get on up here.
Nope, they don't like this kind of stairs.
Yeah, they don't like these graded.
Hello, dogs.
You go around the other way, there's no stairs.
Yeah.
Oh, you can go down another way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where the fork was,
Yeah, this loops around.
those loops.
Oh,
Yeah.
We're gonna come
This
out
takes you down
someplace.
to the bottom of the hall.
Yeah, this is just a shorter route.
Okay.
I mean, there's rock stairs, but nothing like this.
yeah.
Well, even better.
This is our first time here, so we didn't know which way to go.
It does a loop, but there's no stairs the other way.
What do you
And
want
this
to
is
do?
the shorter way, but you gotta do the stairs.
These stairs are okay. And then if we want to go back the other way, we'll go back the other way.
This is our first time
Okay.
too, so.
They got to take the stairs one way or another, whether it's up or down.
Yeah,
Are y'all going to the arch?
Try it again.
we're done being.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
You do the
When you go around this loop, about halfway back to the top, there's a trail takes off to the left and it goes out to the arch. It's about 1.6 miles out there and back.
It's
Is it a rough hike?
Yeah, it's 8 tenths out there and 8 tenths back.
10 hours.
Okay.
Just steep, but not like the trail's
No, it's
okay?
not like, it's up, and you'll do a few switchbacks. Coming back's easy. It's
Okay.
hard. You make better
Yeah.
time coming back than going up.
I always worry about them on the, like, on cliffs and stuff like that, so.
Oh, no.
Okay.
It's on cliffs. Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
All right. Y'all
Okay.
have a good day.
there's always way. Be careful of the dogs. Wonder how in the world they get this in the woods. Huh?
So you go that way, you gotta climb up, and then you gotta climb up to get to the arch. That way,
Yeah.
it's got a level. Then we went up, then we went down. It's probably easier this way. Yeah, we did it. thing of water out for the chickens.
Yeah.
There was a beetle in it. And when I went to get him, he started swimming, so he's still alive. And I threw him out, and the bully chicken came over and looked at it. And I said, "You don't want that. He's big and crunchy." She said, "Yes, I do." Grabbed it and ran with it, and then it whoop and swallowed him whole.
Yeah.
I said, "Well, there he's crunchy. Been filling on the inside."
Was it New Gene Ledbetter that thought he was a log truck? He put it down in Grand Mall at double low.
The time is 4:25. This is the 4.
I want to take advantage of the bench. Huh?
We're almost there.
Yeah. I'm a fat boy.
The parking lot's right there, fat boy. Along with the truck and a fresh shirt and a bottle of water. Video in there.
Huh?
Ledbetter.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I videoed most of the way.
Was there a conversation with those people?
Yeah. Well, honey, we made it back. How many miles did we go?
4 something.
4 something?
Yeah.
4 point something miles through the woods.
Miles.
How many flights of stairs did we climb?
I don't know yet. Don't have a signal.
Well, have to look that up. KR4 Golf Whiskey Delta at Yahoo Falls. All right. Many of y'all know me from my fishing videos, Skip's Outdoors, fishing on the water. Some of you have been watching the history in Ham. Starting a new series called Hiking in Ham videos. Me and my wife started hiking on Sunday. I don't know whether she's trying to kill me or make me lose weight, but one or the other. We've been walking a few miles. Last Sunday we did 4.8 miles down here at Yahoo Falls, walking up to the Yahoo Falls arch, the natural arch here, and walking down to the bottom of Yahoo Falls, walking around here. We did like 4.8 miles, something like that, and about 24 flights of stairs. And some of that's going to be on this video. But now we're going to get into the ham part. Leanne doesn't much care for the ham part. But I built this rig. This was built to get my radio out into the woods. This is what happens when you hand a hunter and a fisherman a ham license. He wants to be somewhere besides a shack. And so this is kind of what we've got here. This is a Sportsman's Guide. It's an Alps brand pack, and it's called a freighter. It's got a heavy frame on it. They designed these to haul elk quarters out west. When they kill an elk, a lot of times they're 8-10 miles from wherever they're supposed to be, wherever their truck is, and they've got to quarter that animal up and somehow pack it out by hand. And that's what this is designed for. It's designed to carry a quarter of an elk. So it'll carry a pretty heavy weight. As is now with the radios and the gear in it, we're carrying about 70 pounds or so. So we're going to kind of get into this and see where we're at. First thing is, I've got my ammo can, VHF, UHF radio, and battery. And then if I don't knock it off of this post here, there we go. I'll set that over here. Get this back sitting straight. There we go. So the things we've got on here that we've got to do to be able to get started. First of all, we've got this belay line thrower. And now this thing is similar to what they use in tree trimming and forestry to throw lines across trees up in the air so that they can either lower limbs down or what have you. It's got a lot of uses in forestry, a lot of uses in trimming trees and that kind of thing. But we're going to use it to get our antenna up in the air. And we'll put this thing together. There's about 4 poles to it. That's the bottom one. Comes in this neat little bag. Maybe there's 5 poles to it. Yep, there's 5. There's 3. There's pole number 4. And here's the bottom pole. And basically what this is an industrial slingshot. It's made for throwing rope from one place to another. We've got about a pound weight that goes with it. Goes in this little bag with a rope in it. So we'll open this up, get our weight and our rope out. Alright, now we got to find a tree that we can get over get her baling up in the air. I need to find one suitable, preferably closer rather than farther away. We need a limb. That one right there I believe will work. It doesn't take much of a limb to hold this up. There's not a lot of weight to it, not a lot of pressure. All right, yeah, we got that down, and we'll kind of get this, place this little thing right there in that little pouch, and then we're going to get down here on one knee. All right, went over the first time. Now we're going to dig our baling out of here. We've got it in one of these side pockets. This thing's got more pockets than man can count. Man might lose stuff in here. Right there's the power cord for the 991A. We'll set that right there. I'll come over here and tie us a little knot here. And so we're still working on this. Getting everything set up here. Getting ready to go with it. Now inside this pack, up there I've got a few tools, but down in here, got the coax and the radio. And we got this pack. I ordered this thing from Gigaparts. And it's supposed to be designed to hold this 991A radio, but it's too short. I did find this little doodad here to protect the knobs on it, on the radio. This little pouch is too short to close the flaps on it and protect them knobs. It needs to be just a hair longer. And I've talked to Gigaparts about it, and they don't seem to understand what the problem is. Told them if they would go in their store and find a radio, and then go find one of these things, they would soon figure it out. But they said they didn't have the capability to do that, so there we are. Okay, got our microphone plugged in. Now, the reason we brought the VHF UHF rig in the ammo can is for the battery. And I may modify that idea as I go along with this project. Reason being, this ammo can's kind of on the heavy side, and carrying it together with this HF radio makes for a fairly heavy load. I may get me a plastic ammo can and just carry a battery just for this. But I hated to separate my gear out after I've got this can rigged up to do this. So for now, I'm going to leave it in there, and I'm going to use it like it is. So we plug that in there. And also inside here, we've got our coax. So we're going to get it out. We've got about 50 feet of coax. And we're not too far up in that tree, maybe 16 feet. Like I said, I'd like to be higher up, but we're not, and that's just the way it is. We're going to be using a dipole today, not the end-fed half-wave that I built. This is a homemade dipole. The only thing that I bought was this little baling. I think I bought that off the jungle store for 20 bucks, and you couldn't have built it for that. So it is what it is. I'm actually planning to build one, a 1-to-1 baling, or maybe a 4-to-1. And I'm studying on that now, is exactly how I want to build it. If you go to build one of these things, by the time you buy the ferrite cores and the box and the coax and the fittings and all that, you're probably going to be out about probably 50 or 60 bucks time you get done. They ain't nothing cheap anymore, unless it's made in China, and that's where they make them things that they sell at the jungle store. So we got that plugged into the back of the radio. There we go. And then here, we're carrying a 40 meter radials and a couple of stakes. So I'm going to take these loose. These Velcro ties are nice. Something I bought had these on it, and I thought, man, that'd be a neat idea for these radials. That way you wouldn't have to put zip ties on them and cut them every time you used them. 7 point something megahertz. We'll find some people on the band here when we get up. Hopefully the band will be good today and we'll be able to get out. But 40 meters, you cut your radials. I think I started out at 34 feet. Basically you take 40 divided by 2 is 20 meters, and divide that by 2 again, that's 10 meters. And there's 3.2 something or other feet to a meter. And so that kind of works out on your half wave dipole to right at 33 feet. You start out at 34 feet and you go to tuning it from there. We'll go up. We'll kind of pull it down this way. And probably this will be where we tie it off down here somewhere. Maybe along where this fence rail in is. We'll wait till we get it up in the air before we tie it off. Got kind of a tangle in the wire there. We need to untangle that. There we go. That's got one side. And here's our other side. So we'll just kind of undo this. Thingamadoodle. Got one on each end of the coil. Tries to keep it from untangling, but it's like an extension cord. Anybody that's ever rolled up an extension cord, you know how that goes. You can roll them up as pretty as you want to roll them up, and then when you get them out, go to use them, they're tangled up. They're just physics of an extension cord, I guess. We'll throw that down that away. And hook this over on the other side of our baler. Now the way this works inside this thing, your coax connects to the connector on the bottom, and inside it you've got a ferrite core of some kind, and you've got a group of wires that's wrapped around it a particular amount of times, depending on what band it's designed for. This one works real well on 40 and 20. And your ferrite core, the mix on it, it varies depending on what band you're using. All of that's worked out mathematically. So all right. Just a little bit. And we're kind of in some thick cover, so we're gonna have to do what we can do and be happy with it. That's one thing about doing this in the woods. Nothing's ever ideal. If you're doing this in your shack at your home with your 100-foot ham radio tower and all that stuff, you know, you're dealing with a whole lot more controlled situation. But that's not what I enjoy doing. I like to enjoy making do with what I got out in the woods and seeing how everything just works out for me. So here we go. That's got that up there. We'll get this here so somebody don't come along and trip over it while we're here. That ain't as tight as we'd like it, but that limb up there that it's across is dead. and I don't want to put a lot of tension on it, if you know what I mean. But there ain't nothing ever simple with this radio stuff, because it is physics. There's a lot of Alfred Epstein stuff in there. And not Epstein, Einstein. You know what I'm saying. All right, we got our antenna in there. We got our power plugged up to our power box. And we'll ease back over here. Kind of get our cameras aimed that we got over here where we're facing this. Be handy to do these if you had a cameraman, wouldn't it? This is a 991A Yahoo. Get over here on band. Well, I got some static.
That's a tall tomato plant. And I've seen some stuff planted.
There we go. We've got the wing nuts. Now we'll see if we can make a contact. We can break in between them.
They'll all grow tall. You take them, them independent branches that grow out there. And I got to stop suckering.
We'll see what happens here.
Keep growing taller and taller.
It's Kilo Romeo 4 Golf Whiskey Delta. We're in the Big South Fork.
Tomato plant.
Right at Yahoo Falls.
If you look on YouTube, you'll see these professional tomato groups. I'm 50 miles north of St. Louis, Missouri, so I'm close to Missouri. Look on your weather radar when you get a chance and see what I'm talking about. It's issued, and Alabama's bad about tornadoes this time of year, and we really are attuned to it. Yeah, well, we're in Tornado Alley here. We've had several tornadoes come here through this little area where I'm at.
Trying to wait to get into word in edgewise. You guys talking about tornadoes.
About a few years ago, it wiped out the school.
I lived in Alabama for a little while, and I know what the feeling's like. It's a little late in the year for them in Alabama, really.
Tornadoes come through here.
They more so come through in March and April.
In the last 10, 15 years, and then years ago, wiped out the whole town. So, yeah, we're real familiar about this Tornado Alley here. Storms and all that coming our way. So, that's not unusual around here, man. We usually in May, we get really hit. When we get the hail and the tornadoes and all that. But it's still going on, I guess. So, well, I'll survive it. We'll just come from the basement, I guess. We got sirens that go off when it gets close, and they got all these tornado watchers out there going out spots and stuff. And a lot of them are ham radio operators around here. They're on 2 meters all the time going out doing this spotting.
This is Kilo Romeo 4 Golf Whiskey Delta. Can I jump in with you guys?
Yeah, y'all go ahead and pick him up. I'm going to step in the kitchen. I'm having a sugar crash, I think. KX4AA clear. All right, come on back, Les.
Yeah, this is Kilo Romeo 4 Golf Whiskey Delta. This is Skip Walden. I'm in the Big South Fork National Recreation Area. I do a thing called hiking and ham. Videos do on Facebook. I also do history and ham and some fishing videos. But I've hiked out here and working portable with a 991A running off of a battery.
Did you drop way down, Steve? I don't know if you're talking to somebody else or not. No, I think way down there.
And if you know, you know. I skipped past the 7200. This is called hunting in ham radio. This isn't like CB. You don't have defined channels.
Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Portable 4 in Southeast Tennessee. Yours
This is Kilo Romeo 4 Golf Whiskey Delta. This is Skip. I'm in the Big South Fork National Recreation Area, portable, running a 991A off of a battery.
Kilo Romeo 4 Golf Whiskey Delta Stroke Portable. Yeah, you got a good signal coming into Tennessee. Give me another over. I'll give you accurate signal.
Okay, I'm in the Big South Fork National Recreation Area. I do a thing called Hiking in Ham on YouTube and History in Ham. Also do some fishing videos. Out filming a video. Pack this thing in here on a backpack, about a half a mile from the truck, out in the woods overlooking Yahoo Falls in the Big South Fork.
Thanks for hunting us and for putting us on your YouTube if you're recording right now. Name here is Chris, Charlie Hotel Romeo India Sierra, and I got you as I'm going to call it a 5.9 plus because you're a little bit over. What's my signal report, Dad?
You're about 5'8", but now my antenna's kind of rough. I'm up under a canopy, and I've just got a dipole thrown over a limb.
All right, QSL on that. Yeah, you're definitely making it out, that's for sure. What state are you portable in? Go ahead.
Kentucky. I'm just north of the Tennessee line, right off of Highway 27, probably about 10 miles north of Tennessee.
QSL on that. Yeah, I drove through Kentucky last week. Had to visit some relatives in Canada. Anyway, thanks for hunting us, and good luck on your portable activation as well. This is Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, and I'll be back to CQing after your final.
All right, Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey. What part of Tennessee are you calling from?
We're in Southeast Tennessee, Cleveland Amateur Radio Club in Cleveland, Tennessee, just a little bit north of Chattanooga. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I was playing around off the 180 up in London on the Tennessee 2-meter a while ago, Lunch Bunch.
Yeah, Lunch Bunch definitely runs long. Sometimes it's hard to get in there, but yeah, they're good use of the repeater system, that's for sure. Anyway, I don't mean to be rude or anything, but I need to go back to call them CQ. This is Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Stroke 4, Kilo Alpha Juliet Station, and I'm sorry, Kilo Alpha 4 Juliet Station, and personal call is Whiskey 4 Yankee Echo Mike 73. I'll be clear, or I'll be back to CQ and on your final.
All right, this is Kilo Romeo 4 Golf Whiskey Delta, and I'm going to be clear. Y'all have a good day. They're doing a contest, and they're wanting to skip off of me to get their... The idea behind those contests, they're trying to see how many people they can contact in a given amount of time. So he's wanting to bounce off of me onto somebody else, which is fine. Cleveland, Tennessee, just north of Chattanooga, down around Ottawa. That's the same guy.